Hey, I'm Nick, and I help coach people to improve their productivity and discipline and achieve their dream lifestyles. And today I want to talk about how important it is to always be saving money. Now, this is a bit of a hard topic to talk about because money is so fun to spend. That is really the point of money. It's to be spent. Even if you invest it, even if you save it, the whole point is that you invest it so that when the time comes, you can spend it later when it's achieved more value or something similar to that. It is not that fun to get paid and then put it away and basically be unchanged and unfazed and have no impact with getting paid. And so it's pretty common to just want to immediately spend it and not put it away, spend it on something that you impulsively thought about or spent it on something that you've had more research into and you do genuinely believe that you need it to improve your life and to improve your productivity or something like that. But at the end of the day, you might still end up with no money left over, no money in your savings, and then when the time comes for unexpected costs to arise that you haven't budgeted for, then you're in some trouble. If you got paid maybe $100 and you spent that all on new clothing or something like that, and then all of a sudden you learn that you need something extra that you actually need for school, for work, or something like that, and you aren't left with any money. And so the only thing you can really do is return stuff you've bought and go through hassles like that to just get the money back just to be spent again on the actual costs. So you've kind of bunged down your attitude and your happiness because you've had to go through all of this just to get back at square one with less stuff that you actually wanted to buy. Even if you think, hey, I've still got $20 left over in my savings or left over somewhere in my bank account and I'm fine, then you're in for a bit of trouble if something comes up that costs $21. Because when unexpected costs hit, it isn't reliant on your savings. Just because you save $20 doesn't mean that when something comes up that you have to quickly buy and quickly put money towards, it's not always going to cost $20 or less. It isn't tied to that, and so you'll probably need more than $20, but that can kind of spiral into saving up because you'll never have enough theoretically. But more so talking about just saving little bits of money that aren't really going to add up to anything. Now, sure, if you've got $1,000 left over in your savings account, then go ahead, that's quite a bit. But if you are in that lifestyle when you're getting lots of bills coming in and when prices change by a little marginal bit, it actually changes the whole thing by a lot, then that should depend and that should change your savings and how much you're putting towards to be left over and stuff like that. So buying stuff is fun, but also saving is pretty important. So the best way to actually do that is to just buy the stuff that you actually need, not impulse purchases, but really stuff that you've looked into, that you've researched, and that you've figured out what is the best one that's going to suit your needs, and then following through with the purchase. Not thinking one day, hey, I need some kind of notebook or a notepad and some pens and some kind of an office setup, and then getting it all that day when that didn't pass your mind from the past week, from the past month, and you only thought about it today. So, yeah, don't let me decide your finances for you. This is all relevant to your lifestyle and the stuff that comes up regularly for you. Don't just think, hey, he said save more than $50, so I'll save $75 instead. Like, it's all dependent on what you're going through. And maybe you don't need this video at all, but for the people who do and who are struggling with spending all their money too quickly and then having nothing left over for the actual emergency costs that matter, just remember to save a bit and do that by putting the money aside that's left over when you actually buy the stuff that you need and not spending it all as soon as you get it because you think it's fickle and you have these immediate desires to buy something impulsively. That's it for today. However, if you're still interested in learning more about productivity tips or tricks, I've now started one-on-one coaching, which you can book a call for using the first link in the description below. But until then, I'll see you later.